If you've ever dreamed of achieving financial freedom, you're not alone. A lot of people feel stuck in jobs they don't love or worry they'll never be able to retire comfortably. But what if there was a way to not only replace your income, but actually build long-term wealth? Enough to reach $1 million net worth or more? That's exactly what real estate investing can do for you, and it's more accessible than most people think. Real estate is often considered the best path to financial freedom because it provides more than just one way to grow your money. It doesn't rely solely on market timing or high-risk gambles. Instead, it uses a combination of steady income, increasing value, smart financing, and tax advantages to help regular people grow wealth over time. Let's start with the 4 key ways real estate helps build wealth. These are the foundation of a good investment strategy, and they all work together to create powerful results. The first element is cash flow. And cash flow simply means the money you get to keep each month after paying all your property expenses. This includes the rent you collect from tenants, minus things like the mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and any time the unit sits empty. What's great about cash flow is that it can be a reliable source of monthly income, unlike stocks or crypto, which can swing wildly in value. With cash flow, you're not just holding an asset and hoping it grows, you're getting paid regularly just for owning it. This is how many investors eventually replace their 9-to-5 job income with money from their properties. The second element is appreciation, which means the increase in your property's value over time. On average, real estate in the US grows about 3% per year, although that can vary depending on the market. While this might not sound huge, it adds up a lot over the years, especially when combined with the other benefits of investing. The best part: you don't have to do anything to make appreciation happen. You simply hold on to your property and let time do the work for you. Next comes amortization, which is a fancy word for loan paydown. When you take out a mortgage to buy a property, your tenants are actually helping you pay off that loan every month with the rent they pay. Over time, more and more of each mortgage payment goes toward reducing the principal balance. This means that as the loan shrinks, your equity, the part of the property you fully own, keeps growing. In other words, someone else is helping you build wealth while you sleep. The fourth wealth-building factor is tax benefits. Real estate investors get some of the best tax advantages out there. One of the biggest is depreciation, which lets you deduct a portion of the property's cost from your taxes every year, even if the property is actually increasing in value. You can also use strategies like the 1031 exchange, which allows you to sell one property and reinvest the profits into another without paying capital gains taxes right away. The result? You keep more of your money compared to someone earning the same amount from a regular job. What makes real estate special is that it combines all 4 of these advantages into a single investment. While other assets like stocks might offer growth or dividends, real estate provides income, appreciation, loan paydown, and tax savings all at once. And when you put them together, the financial results can be pretty incredible. Now, let's look at the numbers and see how this works in practice. Imagine you buy a property worth $300,000. To purchase it, you put 25% down, that's $75,000, and get a mortgage for the rest. Let's say the property rents for $2,800 a month. After all expenses, your monthly cash flow comes out to around $300, or $3,600 per year. On top of that, the property appreciates at 3% annually, adding about $9,000 in value each year. The amortization, or the amount of mortgage paid down in the first year, is around $2,500. Then, with tax benefits, you save another $1,000 or so. When you add it all up, your total return in the first year is about $15,100. That's a 20% return on your $75,000 investment. To put that into perspective, the stock market typically returns around 7 to 8% annually. So right from the start, you're already getting better performance with real estate. But it doesn't stop there. These gains compound over time. Each year, your rent can go up, which increases your cash flow. Property values typically continue to rise, and the more mortgage you pay off, the more equity you build. After a few years, you can take the profits, either from refinancing or selling, and reinvest them into more properties. For example, if you manage to buy 3 similar properties over the next 5 years, your total annual return could grow to over $60,000 per year. That's enough for many people to quit their job or at least achieve major financial freedom. With consistent effort and reinvestment, you could realistically replace your income within 8 to 12 years. Now let's talk about how you can grow even faster. There are 2 additional strategies that many investors use to boost their returns: value-add investing and leverage. Value-add means you increase the value of a property by improving it. This could be through renovations, upgrading units, or raising rents. Unlike regular appreciation, which happens passively over time, value-add appreciation is something you create actively. For instance, imagine you buy a house for $150,000 and invest another $100,000 in renovations. If the updated home is now worth $400,000, you've created $150,000 in new equity. That's money you made through effort and smart choices. You can also do smaller upgrades on rental properties that increase rent. Something like a $25,000 rehab that lets you charge $400 more per month. That adds $4,800 a year in income while also boosting the property's value. The second accelerator is leverage, and it's one of the most powerful tools in real estate investing. Leverage means using borrowed money, usually a mortgage, to buy property. Instead of paying the full purchase price out of pocket, you put down a portion, typically 20 to 25%, and borrow the rest. This gives you the ability to control a much larger asset with a smaller upfront investment. So, how do you actually get started and stay on track? First, start as early as you can. Time in the market is more powerful than trying to time the market perfectly. Real estate rewards patience and consistency. The sooner you buy your first property, the sooner those 4 wealth-building elements start working in your favor. Even if you can only afford a small property now, it can become the stepping stone to bigger opportunities. Second, customize your strategy based on your personal goals. If you need extra monthly income right now, focus on properties with strong cash flow. If you're looking for long-term equity growth, you might prioritize appreciation markets or value-add opportunities. The key is to know what matters most to you and tailor your investment choices around that. Third, scale with intention. Once you have your first property under control, look for ways to grow. Use the equity you've built to buy your next investment. Reinvest your cash flow. Consider house hacking, partnerships, or creative financing options if capital is tight. Keep learning, keep networking, and stay consistent. Real estate investing isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is a get-rich-for-sure strategy if you stick with it. And that's a wrap on how to build real, lasting wealth through real estate investing. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps more people see this content. And if you're serious about reaching financial freedom, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Got questions or want help getting started? Drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.